Kristi here. Welcome to my kitchen counter. So I'm super excited because I'm going to show you in about 15 minutes how to have 3 meals prepped and ready to go. So here's the thing. When you're doing this at home, it'll take you about 30 minutes because I already have my chicken cooked. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to prep some veggies. I'm going to have 3 chicken meals ready to go in just a few minutes. Now, when you're doing this at home, this is 4 good-sized chicken breasts that I put in the multi-cooker, about 15 minutes on the poultry setting. And so what happens is, while that's cooking, I could have been doing this prep work, but I'm gonna take and slice up some celery. I'm also gonna take then and slice some onion, but the onion will be a little different than the celery because the onion is gonna be for fajitas. So the 3 recipes that I'm basically going to be making or prepping is barbecue chicken sandwiches, chicken fajitas, and a chicken salad, right? So what I'm going to use first is our rapid prep mandolin. If you have not used this, this slices, it juliennes, it does French fry cuts. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So there's 2 knobs on the back. One of them is the dial that is either for slicing, for julienne, or for French fry cut. Like, you can literally get French fries, 2 or 3 huge potatoes in like 30 seconds, have them French fry cut, ready to go to the air fryer or in the oven. You can do hash browns on the julienne setting on the thin slice and have great hash browns. You know, cook your sausage up and then put those hash browns up to cook up. Super, super good. We're using the slicing knob tonight. And then there's a setting from 0 to 8 on the thickness. Now, on my, actually for both of them, I'm gonna do them not too thick, about the 4-ish line. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put this open right here. I'm going to slide down to open our rapid prep, and then I'm going to put the food chute in. I'm gonna raise the blade up, and then I'm gonna take my pusher out, and we're gonna just take all of these pieces of celery. They actually should all fit in here at once. This was 3 pretty large pieces of celery. Take my food pusher in, and just like that, I'm probably not even gonna need all the celery for my chicken salad, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I've got my batter bowl here with 2 boiled eggs. Hey, thanks for joining in, Carrie. So I've got the batter bowl that's gonna be our chicken salad, a couple boiled eggs in there, and I did use the multi-cooker to boil 18 eggs, like in about 5 minutes. It was super, super quick. The egg setting on here actually automatically starts at 12, and I just adjust it down to 5 minutes. Then I do a 5-minute natural release before I release the pressure. So I've got a couple boiled eggs. Comment, do you put boiled eggs in your chicken salad? I kind of like it in my chicken salad too. So, okay, we've got our celery done. Now, I'm gonna do the slicing with my onion as well. And here's the thing. Probably should go a little thinner, just a little bit thinner with this next one. The nice thing about these onions is they're gonna be part of the fajitas, but also part of the barbecue. All right, so just like that, I've got majority of a big size onion ready to go. I'm just gonna take these out, and I'm using my prep and store system, so I'm gonna actually just kind of push them over here into this container. I'm just gonna cut the rings in half so they can just go right in to my prep and store bowl. And then I'm gonna use our leak-proof containers for the barbecue and the fajita plandovers. Y'all have followed on my VIP group, my online community, my business page, been at any parties. I do plandovers quite a bit because if I'm gonna have my multi-cooker out, I might as well go ahead and boil 18 eggs. Might as well go ahead and cook 4 to 6 chicken breasts so I can have multiple meals prepped and ready to go. So there is my onion, okay? Again, onion's gonna go barbecue and fajitas. also with my fajitas is gonna be bell pepper. This is the way I love to cut bell pepper. Obviously, if I'm stuffing my bell pepper, I would cut the top and need to use my scoop loop to get the seeds, but I'd rather contain all the seeds together and just throw it away in one piece. Then I'm gonna use our quick slice. Let me open this other container up. I kind of set up a little early. I didn't want dust or anything flying in, but just like that, I've got nice slices of my bell pepper. Now, when I'm doing my slices of bell pepper for my fajitas, if I was doing some of the bell pepper, maybe for a salad and I'd want it diced, or for something else where I would need it diced, I could take those strips that I just sliced with my quick slice, right? I could turn them the other way and I'd have diced bell peppers. So that's kind of a fun little trick too. This is not great only for bell peppers, but you can put 4 or 5 strawberries, mushrooms, lots of olives. You could put boiled eggs in here, a couple at a time. You could do half of an avocado. You can do mozzarella ball. You can do tomatoes. All kinds of things can you slice with the quick slice. So that is one of my favorite things. Now, let's talk quick cooker. This is done a little bit ago, so I didn't have to use that, but check out all that broth. Y'all, I put about a cup of water in with these huge chicken breasts, and I'm gonna use our salad choppers. Comment if you got the salad choppers. Now, you've heard me talk about the pantry line that Pampered Chef has. Pantry line is an amazing collection of rubs and seasonings. We have mixes now, bread mixes and cake mixes. We have cookie mixes and brownie mixes. The cookies and brownies, y'all, are actually gluten-free, which I never would have believed it because they taste delicious. But let me just talk a little bit about our pantry line. And I saw Carrie pop on. Carrie is a Taste Buds member, so she kind of gets some little kitchen inspiration delivered to her house each month, which includes some of our seasonings. And every month or every couple months, there'll be an exclusive, which means maybe they're testing out a new flavor or seasoning for an upcoming season. But what I did when I was cooking these 4, because I'm technically making 3 different meals, right? So I didn't want my chicken salad or my barbecue to have like a Southwestern flavor, right? Or my fajitas to have like a dill, which I like in my chicken salad. So here's what I did, and it smells really good. I just used our seasoning salt. And by the way, all of our seasonings and rubs are gluten-free as well. So I just put a little bit of seasoning salt in here just to give a neutral flavor to all the chicken, right? So I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna be using our Southwest for the fajitas. I'm gonna be adding a little smoky applewood for the barbecue, and I add some of our all-purpose dill for our chicken salad. Okay, so here's the thing. Who has our leak-proof containers? These come in a set. There's a square one, a small rectangle, and a large rectangle. We're gonna be using the larger of the 2 rectangles tonight. I'm gonna use my slotted spoon because I don't need all the juice. We'll have a little bit of juice left in here. But I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put some chicken in this one. I'm gonna put some chicken in this one. Now, I don't know about your house, but at my house, there's still 2 boys that live here, and they're not necessarily here every night. Like tonight, just 1 boy's here. But they both, and Paul and I also, enjoy all 3, or enjoy the barbecue and enjoy the fajitas. Boys aren't huge fans of the chicken salad. So, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm putting most of the chicken in the barbecue and the fajita container, because Paul and I are gonna be the only ones really taking advantage of the chicken salad. And I did notice too, as I was picking this up, salad choppers, These are probably the pieces that were a little bit toward the bottom, and I do love this, that I can kind of pick the chicken up and move it around, but I just didn't do it well enough there. So here we go. Now, what do? This has only been like maybe 10 minutes right now. So this is gonna be our fajitas. So now, we have Southwestern, which has been in the line since I've been a consultant, y'all. So 30 years, this Southwest has been in our line. We also have a Chipotle, we have a Tex-Mex, we have a lot of different seasonings that would go along with fajitas, right? I'm just gonna put some of these in. Now, when I'm ready to make this for dinner, what I will do is just pull out one of my favorite skillets, a little olive oil, put this in the skillet, let the veggies kind of saute, let the chicken get hot. I've already got some grated cheese in my refrigerator, so I would pull that out, add a little bit if I need to. I'm just gonna add a little salsa here too, because there's so much flavor in salsa. Now, if I was doing just chicken, you may have seen me do this before. I just add a cup of chicken in here with chicken breasts on Taco Tuesday, and you got chicken tacos. Like, this is the liquid to get the pressure cooker working, right? So just like that, there is my chicken fajita planned over. Now, I was like, where did my onions go? The rest of my onions. I'm gonna add the onions in there. I'm gonna add some of our smoky applewood rub. So delicious. We had a Kansas City rub and a North Carolina rub, and I'm kind of sad. I'm more of a fan of the Kansas City. So I'm kind of sad that we don't have those anymore. But there we go. There is our smoky applewood. Oh, and barbecue sauce. Now, I kind of like the original barbecue sauce. Got some boys that rather have the mustardy one. So I'm not gonna put a ton of barbecue sauce in here, because some of the boys might want to add some of that mustard sauce in there as well. But this is just going to give it a nice flavor, because here's the thing, it's almost like a marinade. That's like the salsa and the barbecue sauce are a little bit like a marinade, right? So here's my second meal that's ready to go. Now, here's the other one. I told you I added a couple boiled eggs in there, but I really didn't crush them up. So I probably should have kind of put them toward the top. So let me be a little bit of a mess here. And I'm just using our mix and mash, which is great. This is what I use when I'm making guacamole, because I can just put my avocados in there, put my guacamole mix in there, but it just kind of mixes it up. But then you can also use it as a spoon. So what do you put in your chicken salad? This one's gonna have celery, has chicken, told you boiled eggs. I also told you that I was gonna add some of our all-purpose dill. And here's the thing, if you didn't know this little trick, the lid to our seasonings and rubs are roughly a tablespoon. So just gonna add a tablespoon of that. Not quite a cup of mayonnaise. Now, are you one that uses relish? I know some people, like in egg salad, we put relish. My husband is a relish fan, so I probably will end up putting a little relish in here. I didn't take the relish out quite yet. And then I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper here. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of slivered almonds. I've got some slivered almonds. So what else do you put in your chicken salad? Do you do maybe some grapes? Maybe some craisins, like dried craisins. Those are good too. How do you eat your chicken salad? You have it on toast? Do you put it on a bun? Do you eat it just with crackers? How do you eat your chicken salad? But look at that, y'all. I've been talking for not even 15 minutes now, and I got 3 meals prepped and ready to go. And like I said, I did have the chicken already cooked prior to jumping on, but I could have had a lot of this other stuff prepped while the chicken was cooking. So you, when you're doing this at home, could totally have 3 meals ready to go from the time you put the raw chicken in here to the time you have 3 containers ready to put in your fridge, or 2 to put in your fridge and 1 to have for dinner tonight. Let me know what you think.